Is Ripple being adopted even between the lawsuits? Is that going to affect its price? Why are banks jumping into crypto? We are going to find out all about that in this video. But first, we are giving away 25 XRP coins at the end of the month to one random subscriber to continue their XRP journey. All you need to do is to like the video, subscribe and comment your thoughts on XRP in the comment section. Welcome XRP Army. Let's grow the XRP Lab community by pressing the like button and subscribe. XRP has the capability to provide the bank with on-demand liquidity, which is basically a liquidity pool of XRP which is used to attract the international pool for the users of RippleNet. In many situations, after validation and confirmation of payments, the bank of the receiver is paid way before getting a settlement from the payee's bank, and the actual settlement happens during a later time. This is how the system has worked over the past years, and even the transfer between customers takes days. While RippleNet targets to solve the problem of confirmation and DB management, the XRP on-chain liquidity targets to capacitate instantaneous conversion and payment into any fiat currency on demand. According to Ripple, it will aid in reducing the cost for banks by 40 to 60%. Right now, we are still in the early stages of innovation and change in the age-old fintech system. Ripple is now competing with SWIFT, the network that now facilitates global payments and is used by almost the majority of banks. The growing number of partners could begin to start utilizing the XRP pool with the growth of RippleNet. Apart from developing a global payments network, initiatives like Xpring bring in association and investment for scaling innovative blockchain projects. Xpring now is a global network of developers on similar lines as RipNet, which is the international network for FIS. Xpring provides an entire set of tools and services in the payment gateways, allowing the customers to transact across any kind of network using XRP Ledger and Interledger protocol, and thus removing siloed networks, and thus unlocks the true potential of the entire ecosystem of novel payment gateways that are fast, secure, and low cost. With crypto growing, many banks within the US have started to shift towards crypto and use it for their purposes. Wells Fargo plans to upgrade the old technology system given by the banks, since the customers said they are also not satisfied with the systems and call for an upgrade. This could be the perfect time to adopt blockchain-based solutions or distributed ledger systems such as Ripple, as we are learning more about in the following XRP news. Back in the 90s, Wells Fargo was the first bank in America to provide online banking, but the lender is now dropping short of the client's expectations in terms of innovations, as per some former and current employees at the bank. The Wall Street Journal commented on the bank's archaic systems, and while the bank highlighted its tech offerings such as contactless debit cards and online mortgage applications and card-free ATMs, the bank is still having a hard time with technological operations. What is even more concerning is that the management doesn't seem to care. The lenders division, who monitors initiatives such as Apple Pay, had a lot of documents being lost on a regular basis since the verification was to be done manually. The project manager in the unit from 2014, Mark McAllister, increased the concerns majorly because the regulatory compliance was at stake. This is not the first time that Wells Fargo faced such technical problems. In 2018, the bank went through issues such as software vulnerabilities, cybersecurity concerns, risk management problems, and many more. The online banking systems went down for hours, and there was another fake account scandal in 2016, so the lender has been facing a crisis for a long time now. The old systems made it very hard for the bank to meet the regulatory requirements, and the company found difficulties with the basic tasks such as supervising the workers' pay and to create a new platform for the financial advisors, etc. Wells Fargo is now considering adding Ripple, and it is extremely welcomed by the users of it. Major banks including Standard Chartered, Banco Santander and MUFG Bank, American Express and SBI have already picked Ripple in order to use it as a payment system. Another bank that joined the crypto run is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is making Bitcoin funds ready for wealthy clients, adding to its rival Morgan Stanley. The move could hasten institutional adoption and support prices of the largest cryptocurrency. Liz Moyer reported for the magazine, the investment bank will soon help wealthy clients invest in digital assets, creating a new digital assets group within its private wealth management division. Mary Rich was named as global head of the new unit, according to a memo to employees released Wednesday and reviewed by Barron's. The supply of Bitcoin is gradually diminishing because institutional investors are piling into the market, and many retail investors are holding onto the cryptocurrency for longer periods of time. Asia is seeing particular interest in rising institutional investment. China is planning on a state-backed cryptocurrency offering with the help of major private industry people. Barron said, Bitcoin has gained acceptance in mainstream circles after a meteoric increase in value over the last year. With more people clamoring to own it, along with associated funds or other crypto assets, financial firms are scrambling to meet demand. In between low global interest rates and central bank debasement of fiat currencies, Bitcoin is becoming a go-to asset for many high-level investors and companies. Goldman's leverage into crypto isn't surprising, as the investment bank talked bullishly about Bitcoin earlier this month and recently announced plans for a new crypto trading desk. Crypto exchange Coinbase said that on Tuesday it's working with PNC Bank, which is the fifth largest commercial bank in the U.S. by assets, on a crypto project. A letter from PNC to its shareholders read, "In recent months, we have formed partnerships with industry leaders including Elon Musk, PNC Bank, SpaceX, Tesla, Third Point LLC and WisdomTree Investments." When questioned about the partnership by CoinDesk, Coinbase refused to elaborate. Another source had earlier told CoinDesk that PNC Bank is expected to reveal a crypto John in the coming quarters. The service would provide the Pittsburgh-based national bank with more seamless access to cryptocurrency investments for its customers, the source said. It's just one step of PNC's broader digital assets and blockchain strategy. PNC is the latest mainstream megabank to dip its toe into the digital assets sector, and perhaps the largest to do so with Coinbase. PNC is already planning a more crypto-centric future and months ago began hunting for someone to lead its innovation push. That gig is a crypto product manager and will consider how PNC might leverage blockchain technology as it explores crypto's innovation cycle, the source said, cautioning the role was about more than just investments. Recently, even Bank of America decided to join the Ripple ecosystem. Reports of BOA testing Ripple's technology had been going on since 2016. It was only lately, the executives at the BOA confirmed the partnership. Julie Harris, the head of global banking at Bank of America, BOA, told the media, "It's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to use, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we designed or partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple or Swift. These are fintechs that we're partnering with. Most experts hold Ripple liable for Spark token airdrops lately, and hence, many investors ended up in the sell orders to buy in another major coin like Bitcoin and ETH. Most of such traders have a question about this currency: that is XRP a good investment compared to Bitcoin or ETH? Ripple is absolutely a great investment option, as this cryptocurrency has sustained minor losses compared to major crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum in the ongoing retreat market. Yet, being popular mainly for its RippleNet technology, which is a bank-to-bank transfer mechanism allowing the key highlight of cross-border transfer, Ripple has been the talk of the fintech world. The same spirit could do a lot of good to attain a lot many gains on the exchange too for the coin XRP. As the associations and partnerships continue, taking expansion to more countries, a lot more can be anticipated from Ripple in the upcoming years. Do you invest in XRP? Let us know in the comment section below. If you want to continue to know about XRP, we have got 2 more videos waiting for you on the end screen to check out. Make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Before heading out, kindly note that prices of cryptocurrencies frequently change, so by the time you watch this video, it might have changed to a whole new value. The information provided in this video does not constitute investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other sort of advice, and you should not treat any of the content as such. The content in this video is for educational purposes only and hence should not be considered as financial advice. Do conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.